He who rides the pony must someday fall. But you make it, and if you make it death, well, rest your soul. This is the MGTOW Misfit, and you're watching. This podcast is called The Cool Kids. It's the kind that leaves you alone. This is my kind of love, yeah. It's the kind that moves on. It's the kind that leaves you alone, yeah, yeah. I used to treat you like a lady, but now you're a substitute teacher. This is Mother Love Bone, Crown of Thorns, man. This was like one of the original Seattle, like, this is like one of the first, this is like one of the bands that started the whole Seattle scene right here. It's the kind that moves on. It's the kind that leaves me alone. So the cool kids, man, the cool kids, and before you think that I'm saying like MGTOW is the cool kids, that's not really what this is about. This is about how if you're like young, if you're younger, you're a young man and you're going to school, or if you're just a young anybody really, but if you're a young, you know, if you're a young man and you're going to school, don't worry about the cool crowd, man. Don't worry about the cool kids. And what I mean, yeah, sort of worry about them, but I mean, what I'm trying to tell you is I went to school and a long time ago, and all the cool kids, man, the cool crowd or whatever, even the kids that, I'm not talking about cool, like I'm talking about the kids that passed, like the class president. I'm not going to say any names, but the class president. This is the MGTOW Misfit, by the way. You are listening to the MGTOW Misfit. I'm doing a live podcast. Yeah, the class president, all of them, all these kids that were, they did everything they were told. They laughed at anybody who dissented. When I, you know, me, not just me in particular, but anybody who dissented, anybody who went against the system, they laughed at you and were just like, oh, well, you know, don't be stupid or whatever. All those kids, the cool crowd, you know where they are now? Nowhere. That's where they are now. You know where they're nowhere. They're all divorced and, you know, working dead-end jobs. You know what I mean? They haven't made it any, you know, they haven't made it any farther than I have. They didn't achieve any of their dreams. They might have landed a decent job somewhere. I'm gonna shut this off. It's hard to shut this off, but I'm gonna shut it off. But yeah, they haven't. The cool crowd, man. They're all doing the same shit anybody else is doing. I see them, you know, driving trucks for a company or work in construction, or they got they might be making 30, 25, 30, 35,000 a year. You know what I mean? Even if they're making 70 or 80, I don't even care. It doesn't even matter. They're all stressed out. They're all in the rat race. They haven't achieved their dreams. A lot of them didn't even fucking have any dreams. Okay. I remember when I was a kid, when I knew I've always known exactly what I wanted to be when I grew up. So when I started to figure out that most of the other kids didn't know what they wanted to do, they're like, oh, I don't know what I'm going to do when I grow up. I was like, oh, I know what I'm going to do. I was like, I'm going to do action art. I'm going to like draw comics and be an illustrator and shit. I was like, that's exactly what I'm going to do. And when I found out that being a kid that knew that was, and everybody kind of, you know, I wasn't the best artist back then, but everybody knew I showed a lot of potential in that area, like more so than the average kid. But basically, you know, basically what I'm trying to say is, being that, without getting off topic, being that I knew what I wanted to do, and I was around a bunch of kids that didn't know what they wanted to do, and I also knew that I had pretty much, you know, if I was trained, you know, in that area with a little training, you know what I mean, I would have easily been able to go into that field. When I found out that there was nobody had any solid answers for me, and it was all ambiguous, I also think that comic books, and I'm not here to talk about comic books, I'm here to talk about the cool kids, the cool crowd, the ones who drank, smoke, somehow, even though they drank and smoked and were doing coke in the bathroom, somehow they were the ones that passed school and got, you know, and were able to graduate. I think they were given mad breaks. I think they were the chosen ones, whatever. And what did the chosen ones do? I see them now. They're all a bunch of fucking losers. And I knew exactly what I wanted to do. And you know, I wasn't partying. I wasn't drinking. I was a good kid. I was trying to do what I was told, follow all the rules, like Mr. fucking, you know, Mr. fucking McGillicuddy or something. And basically there was just like, oh, you want to draw comics? Oh yeah, well, good luck with that. Yeah, just keep practicing. Yeah, just get out. You know, there was no program for that. But I'm just telling you how narcissistic the entire school system is. Like, they're like, no, the school's here to help kids achieve their dreams, until you have a kid like me who knows what he wants to be, and they're just kind of like, oh, well, gee, good luck with that, kid. You know what I mean? There's no defined way for us to help you with that. And the reason why I've come to find out is because entertainment is highly controlled. Entertainment in this country is highly, highly controlled, and they'll hire shitty artists or shitty actors, shitty people, I think just to smack it, just to rub it in your face. You know what I mean? But the cool crowd, all the kids that I knew that were partying and drinking and all this shit, doing coke in the bathroom, you know, oh, he's the class president, you know, oh, she's, you know, Miss fucking America, fucking, you know, what do you call it, prom queen, and blah, blah, blah. They're doing nothing. They're doing nothing with their lives. They're working the same jobs as they did everything they were told. They passed high school. Some of them may even went into college a little bit, whatever, got fucking thousands and thousands of dollars in debt, just like everybody else. And now they're like working for UPS or working for, you know what I mean? I'm telling you right now, this whole system is fucking bullshit. And it's just funny for me to see the cool crowd now, like, you know, like the president of our class. The president of your class is president of fucking nothing. The president of your class is most likely president of fucking nothing. He's president of I only care about myself. Those are the type of people that made it in my high school. Were the fucking weird. I mean, now looking back, I thought I was the weirdo. They're the fucking weirdo losers that only cared about themselves and being popular and fucking they didn't even they barely knew what fucking planet they were on, but somehow, you know, they were the cool crowd, and they fucking all graduated and whatever. But guess what? They're not doing anything. I make just as much money, if not more, than some of them. A lot of them are dead. A lot of them have overdosed on fucking drugs all the time. All the time I'm hearing on Facebook, like, people I went to school with that they're not even in their 50s yet. They're like dropping dead like flies on. I think it's all drugs and shit like that. I think it's all drugs. Like I've come to grow up and find out that basically my whole town is nothing but a bunch of druggy, alcoholic fucking losers. But somehow, you know, they're gonna pick and choose who the fucking winners are. You know what I mean? They're gonna tell us that in these public schools, they're gonna pick and choose who the fucking winners are, basically, and nobody will stand up for what's right, because women control everything. So if men and males do stand up for anything, and they're not just narcissistic loser nobodies like the cool kids in your fucking high school, then, you know, then their girlfriends will break up with them. Their mothers will kick them out in the street like you. They'll be like you. They'll be a fucking loser like you. Or they'll be, you know what I'm saying? You're not a loser. When you stand up for what's right, you're winning. But nowadays it'll be made to look like you're just a fucking loser, because everybody will turn their fucking back on you. Everybody will turn their fucking back on you, man. Basically, and you'll be on the outside looking in. And it's a hard fucking way. But then when you get older, you think like, oh, now my life's ruined. You know what? Everybody who went along with this system, their lives are ruined. I see them. They're old. Their hair's falling out. They're fat. A lot of them are in way worse fucking shape than I am. I mean, like most of the kids I went to school with that were so popular, and they thought they were so fucking cool, they look like they're on fucking death's door, man. Like literally, it's fucking incredible. And I was just watching, you know, there's a video up right now. Where they're showing women, like jumping up on their boss's desk and kicking their boss's coffee off the desk. You know, some business guy. You know, they're showing, and they're talking about the wage gap. And I just posted in Facebook right now. Where are all the business owners where are all the fucking business owners that should be enraged and coming out and being like, you know, hey, we don't pay two people different wages that do the same exact job for the same amount of work for the same hours. They won't stand up to it either. Basically, nobody wants to stand up to fucking feminism. That was one of the, I mean, you know, nobody wants to stand up for what's right, because you know, women have the checkbooks now, and the police will come and beat you up for them. So, you know what I mean? And they hold the management positions. They're doing the hiring and the firing. You know what I mean? They're the company managers. A lot of the smaller businesses are owned by women. Maybe not like the major corporations, but you know, a lot of the professors and deans and principals are all women now. Women are basically the establishment. So I posted this video on my Facebook page of women where they're still trying to perpetuate I'll show you the fucking commercial right now. I'll do a screen capture of the commercial right now. And I know there's people in the chat. I'm going to go there in a second. It's just like, it's in my history. I just watched it. I posted this on my Facebook page, and I was like, you motherfucking people who are managers, because I know that I went to school with people that are managers, at least made it to manager status, as cool as they were, and they were going to fucking save the world or whatever. You don't hear them saying anything about what bullshit this is about these whoever's paying for these PSAs to ramp up women to fucking basically commit felonies. They're showing these women committing felonies. This is Red Pill Wisdom posted this, and maybe this is an older commercial. I don't know. Maybe I've seen it and forgot about it, but I'm going to screen share it right now. Share. All right, here we go. Listen to this malarkey.
Listen up. There's still not equal pay for equal work anywhere in the world. And it seems most women are not even angry about it. But we should be. So let's set a new goal. From now on, equal pay.
Look at that girl, that woman's committing a felony right there. They're teaching women felony behavior.
Our underwear is ridiculously expensive.
Our fucking child support and alimony is way more ridiculously expensive than your designer underwear, you stupid whore. Look at this. That girl's gonna go to jail. She might get away with it in the long run, but she's gonna be on probation and go to fucking jail. And if some judge who actually does the right thing gets a hold of her, you know, she's gonna go to jail for a year or two. I mean, they're teaching women felony behavior. Felony behavior, and nobody will say anything about it. I know all these people. I must know. Look at, she's fucking gonna commit assault. Look at, or damaging people's property. Oh, assault. That girl's going to jail. Oh, you think you're cool? You're going to jail, man. Look at, I'm hitting escape and it's not backing out of here. So let me get back to here. So, oh, did I fucking oh, okay.
Hey guys, I'm Carly Kloss, and I just created my own website with
Wait, let me show you this again real quick because fucking are popping up. Where is it? They're showing these women. Look at it. Bang, assault with a, you know, that's fucking assault right there. That's, so yeah. So nobody will, there, let me stop it now. So nobody, you know, I know all these people, they must work for businesses and shit. You know what I mean? They must work for fucking businesses. And nobody will come out. I'm the only one saying, hey, they're teaching your daughters to go commit fucking felonies against business owners and shit. Yeah, let me stop this. Yeah, what do you guys think about that shit, huh? Stop this. Yeah, it was, yeah, no doubt. That's what I'm saying, Mr. Aeneas, or whatever, I don't know exactly. Yeah, they're teaching. It was an assault and battery ad. It was here. We're gonna teach you a complete lie to piss you off, and then we're gonna glamorize some hot blonde in a commercial, or something you could only get away with in a commercial, jumping up on her boss's desk and kicking his coffee mug right into his fucking face, right? It's got to be criminal. Like, isn't there, like, you know, something like attempt to corrupt public morals? Or aren't there like some kind of charges that can be brought against the people that are funding commercials to teach girls felony fucking behavior over a lie? If it was really true that this was going on, I would be like, well, you got to do what you got to do. Get up on the desk and kick your boss in the fucking face. But women have everything, and they're like, oh, you know, you're still being oppressed. You need to kick your boss's coffee mug right into his fucking face. And okay, Aeneas, yep, Aeneas is close enough, but call me Mr. A. All right, Mr. A. Yeah, staying free, midget. Those for whom integrity has no meaning, Nathan K. So this is the type of shit, you know, I had to break topic for a minute to talk about that because, you know, I'm trying, let's see if I'll go right to my Facebook. I don't even care. Yeah, no, nobody cares. It's like Facebook, just dead air. Another fucking, nobody gives a fuck. Just Because they know. I said that right there. Let me show you what I wrote. I wrote it right. I posted it right on fucking Facebook. Because people, I'm fucking mean to people now because they were all mean to me, and now I've noticed that they got nothing. They went along with everything. I dissented. They all treated me like I was, they all dropped me like a hot potato basically, and were like, "Oh, Stuart, get away from us." The establishment hates you. The school, the teachers in the school fucking hate you. Get away from us. Don't talk to us. The girls hate you. Everybody fucking hates you. Don't talk to us. Oh, but we'll use you to help us do this or help us do that. Oh, can you give us a ride here? Because and so they were all mean to me. So now I'm all mean. I'm fucking mean back to them now. And here I posted it. I posted this fucking thing, and I said the managers out there and people who are in business should be outraged and coming forward saying, stop ramping these women up. You should say, I'm a manager or this or that, and we pay people shit for their job no matter what fucking gender they are. That was me throwing some more. That was me being even more cynical. I was like, we tell everybody you pay people shit no matter what gender they are. But anyway, and I wrote down here, but you all let this shit just get perpetuated because your mothers and wives and girlfriends will kick you out in the fucking street. And that's the truth. That's the truth. Everybody's afraid. Nice. That's fucking pretty rad. 110 miles an hour. Yeah, no doubt, man. If you hit somebody in the face with a coffee mug at 110 miles an hour, you definitely might push a fragment of their skull into their fucking brain, bro. How come you're not a major league pitcher? Or maybe you are, and I don't know it. But anyway, yeah, the cool crowd is full of shit too. I'm telling you right now, they can affect your life. They can make your life miserable. They can make you outcast. Basically, they can completely, if they're not beating you up, I guess, then they can make you completely outcast. And what I'm trying to tell you is those same people that you see that are completely shallow, don't give a fuck about anybody but themselves, that are passing and doing well in school and treating you like you're some alien with fucking leprosy, with extraterrestrial leprosy or something. Those people you're gonna see them later on, and because the system is a complete lie. I'm telling you, I'm not lying about this. You can come to my town. You just do some investigation, man. You look around my town, the people I went to school with, nothing. They're just like me. They're no different than me. They're nothing. They're nobodies. They got nothing. They got nothing by going along with this system. They got a little pat on the back and a little piece of paper. Graduated high school instead of a GED like me. And then maybe they got some stupid little piece of paper like an associate's degree or a bachelor's, and then they landed some manager job at a corporation around here, and they might drive a little bit nicer car than me, and they might have a little bit more money than me here and there, but I guarantee you they're all in debt. I guarantee you they have no control over their fucking lives. I guarantee you they're still a bunch of narcissistic bullshitters. And they're all they probably still do whatever the fuck they're told. I mean, they must do whatever they're told. And I just wanted to let you know that doing whatever you're fucking told is not fucking. It doesn't get you anywhere. You generally, unless, you have to be full. I think that they can tell who's faking it. You know what I mean? Like, I think they know. I think they have ways of testing and profiling people, and they just know who the kids are that have completely bought it all, hook, line, and sinker, and are having no moral objections to going along with everything that they're fucking told. You know what I mean? Like. You wear golden underpants on your head, bro? So it's also 161 frames per second because because you're an old guy now. Yep. Anybody from the cool crowd want to come forward and talk about how in high school you were a fucking jock and how now you're all broken up and your fucking back hurts and you're fucking like on Social Security or you're like a roofer or something, or like you're delivering fucking Frito-Lay potato chips to the local fucking convenience stores? I mean, how you're a fucking driver for UPS now? You want to come out and talk about how you were president of your class? And how now you're fucking a druggie, you're a fucking washed up fucking cokehead that fucking, you know, didn't even have a fucking kid or maybe had a kid, but now you paid fucking support to some fucking cunt that you married in high school that's already been through 3 guys now. Any of you fucking cool crowds, yeah, crickets. Any of you cool crowd motherfuckers want to come forward? In my town, I've told them, like, hey, I'm friends with some. I've already did a video about this, and I'm friends with a lot of these people on Facebook, and I know word gets around quick. And I've already told these people, like, hey, I'm 45 now, and I've realized that you guys were all a bunch of masochistic losers, and you're dangerous. And now that I know exactly what's going on, and that I was right, and I'm vindicated, and you guys are all in the same boat as I was. If you talk to me, you know, come talk to me. Come, you know, be careful your girlfriend doesn't talk to me the way she did in high school, because I'm going to tell her, shut the fuck up, cunt. And when she gets mad and you don't do anything, or you do something, it's not going to end the way you think it's going to end in your fucking head anymore. And I already punched a couple people around to prove my point. And because I know actions speak louder than words, and one of the big problems is nobody believes a man till he does something. But I didn't get a gun and go shoot somebody, and I didn't get a knife and I didn't go stab somebody. I waited for a couple opportunities in the past, 10 years to mercilessly savage somebody's fucking face in front of a crowd, to make a spectacular fucking display of myself in front of people, so I don't have to say anything. It's going around town. Oh, did you hear Stuart split this dude's face open? Yeah. Yep. Well, that's how I am now, and I hate that I have to be that way. But these people are merciless. They're losers. They're liars, and they're narcissists. And I'm running my mouth, and I'm flashing my colors, man. I'm flashing my fucking colors. I'm sick of the bullshit, and I know I'm right now, and you're all a fucking bunch of losers. You tried to make me think I was the loser, but hey, cool kids, you're the fucking losers. Anybody thinks they're fucking, all these people in these public schools that think they're fucking cool, you think you're so cool, man. We'll see when you're 45 and balding, and your fucking teeth are falling out, and you've been smoking crack, and you're divorced twice. And you're paying fucking child support and alimony or both. You know what I mean? We'll see how it works out for you, Mr. Meeseeks, Stuart on a spree. Yes, I'm ranting again, motherfuckers. I'm so sick of the bullshit, and I just want it to end. I want it to get back to fucking common sense. I just want to get back to a society that's based on logic and not emotion. I was watching a video today, a couple videos where kids are talking about how MGTOW is saving their lives. Saving their lives. I'm going to do that right now. Let's have a positive note. Let's have a positive note. I'm not screen sharing, right? You're gonna get infinite screen here for a second, but whatever, Listen to this. Listen to this, man. This kid right here. Imagine waking up here. I posted this on my Facebook too. Imagine you're the male of a single mom. Here's a whole video. Is MGTOW waking up children of shitty single moms? You bet. You fucking bet. I posted that picture of Spider-Man and did a rant about that today. I'm like one of the most talented artists I know, but it means nothing. It means nothing in a shitty town that worships mediocrity. But here, oh, here's a lady who killed her firefighter husband, married 4 months, and put a hit out on him. Got probation probably or something. Where's this kid? Right here. This guy, why I'm MGTOW and why I never date single mothers again. This guy, I'll show him next. But look at this. Thoughts on MGTOW.
By a YouTuber who goes by the name Angry MGTOW. Have to worry about putting your,
this guy right here.
You know, punishment, struggles, all these things.
This young man right here.
I know. Wow, this guy's a massive language potential. Bro. I don't want to do that because I know it would also make it harder for my dad.
Okay, he just said, in case you didn't hear it because my audio sucks, I'm gonna get a better mic and all that. But listen, he just said that he wants to come forward and show proof that his mother is using him as a bargaining chip against his father. But he knows that we live in a society where everybody, including his grandparents and everybody, will take his mother's emotion over logical evidence presented by him and his father, and then he and his father will be punished. He sounds like he's old enough to start raising hell, though, to me, and decide who the fuck he wants to go live with. But yeah, at least he's aware. At least he's not just getting only one side of the story and growing up wanting to kill his dad. There's another whole video. You know, did I ever tell the story how I went to school with a kid who used to walk home with sharpened objects, anything he could get his hands on, because he was sure his father was a psychopath because his mother told him that his whole life. This stuff is fucking dangerous. This stuff is fucking dangerous.
I would be like that.
So you can go watch this kid.
So
Thoughts on MGTOW. This came out today.
I'm biding my time. I'm almost 18, gonna be 18 in.
Yeah, he's almost 18. He should be able to decide to bring this up, and he should be respected. And then there's this guy. This guy this guy's like, I would be in jail right now. He almost went to jail like 3 times dating a single mom. You think single moms are so fantastic? Look at this guy.
All right, sorry this video calamity, but this is my MGTOW video, so here we go.
He obviously likes Harleys.
Never, ever, mother, completely cut them off. I was with a single mother for like almost a year, basically a year. I was went to jail, and now here's the thing about this. Me almost going to jail with this girl because of this damn whore. This soulless, hauled out, walled out, sold out bitch. Okay?
All right, man. You hearing this, guys?
Which I was out on probation. I'm not.
He's like, thank God for MGTOW. He's like, thank God I found MGTOW, this guy. This guy's life is going to go in a whole other direction now because of MGTOW, which is what that sign is all about. That MGTOW road sign where there's a fucking, you take a fucking detour. He's going to take a detour now, and this kid's got a shot at his life. And the system does not. They do not want us saving these young men's lives. Do you understand?
I think that is beginning to us men a blessing. Okay?
A blessing.
I'm a blue red pill rage. I'm still trying to work through stuff.
But you got a shot now. But you got a shot at life now because you're not going to chase garbage around. You know the truth now.
Back to jail. Now, if I would have went back to jail, I would have been 3 years.
3 years.
what I was facing on the stuff I was at on bond, you know. And I've been to jail twice. Like I said before, I'm not perfect.
Yeah, but now you got MGTOW. But now you got MGTOW, and you're gonna have money. You're gonna have money in your pocket. You're gonna have sanity. You're gonna have freedom. You're gonna have peace of mind.
But this happens to me.
This guy is gonna be a whole nother person in 30 years. I can see it all so clearly now. I can see it all so clearly now. This young man is gonna be a completely different man in 30 years. Do you understand how important this is, people? I mean, this is important stuff. This is life-changing. You know, I don't know about soul-saving. I'm not going to say it's soul-saving, but this is like life-changing stuff here, you know? This is not bullshit. We're not just fucking around with this. Like, MGTOW is a weapon. MGTOW is a weapon against the enemy. It's like the dragon spear. It's like the, you know, the mighty spear that some fucking crazy blacksmith forged against some giant black scaly dragon. You understand what I'm saying? MGTOW is a weapon against the enemy, basically. And people are gonna fucking try to trash you, and they're gonna try to put you down because you're going against the grain. You're going against what the establishment wants, which is for you to be in jail, for you to be broke, for you to be under the thumb of some tyrannical bitch, right? But it doesn't matter. Your life, you'll never be the same. These men that I just showed you will never be the same because of MGTOW. They will be completely different human beings when they get older. Cool, there's a real market for hitmen to deal with crazy bimbos and wives and ex-wives. Oh, hire hitmen at your own risk. Defiantly me. Oh, definitely me. Ben Stone. Holy Blade Leonard is here. Hey, what's up, Holy Blade Leonard? Shout out to you, Mr. Meeseeks. MGTOW is kind of like ShamWow, except it's ShamTow or something. I don't know what ShamWow or ShamTow is. It's a battlefield, our battlefield. Yes, it's like, yeah, it's like now you have to come play on with, yeah, you gotta come see. People are like, oh, well, why don't you go your own way then and shut up? Well, we're doing more than that. We're like literally here defining all our own terms. And we're making mad fucking problems for the corrupt establishment that fucked us over, basically, you know. Yep. We're defining ourselves. We're defining our own rules. I already see like-minded men that never would have met each other or known each other were out there getting together, forming groups and whatever. And maybe there's cliques and blah, blah, blah. But, you know, I don't really care about any of that. I'm not here to. I'm not here. If I see someone who I think is a serious threat to MGTOW, I'll definitely go right. I'll definitely, you know, do whatever I gotta do to try to help take them down. But it's like I don't start shit over nothing, man. I gotta have a real reason to get involved in some fucking drama. What's up with staying fag midget? I took a arrow in the knee. You took an arrow in the knee and became a midget and fag? Okie dokie. Who's solid MGTOW in here? Any monks in the room? Is there any? Oh, okay. What's up, SFM? Is there any monks in the room right now or no? Ah. Well, if somebody's going to dox you, it should be you, I guess. Then you can control your doxing. There's Johnny Midnight. What's up, Johnny? Where are... All right, Johnny, you're moderator, I think. I'm just looking for someone who can moderate. If you're, whatever. If you can't, you can't. Not a whole lot. It's kind of rainy. Yeah, no problem. It's kind of rainy here right now. Yep, you got the wrench. It's kind of rainy here right now and overcast, and I'm not quite sure what's going on. I would probably be outside doing something, but there's not really anything to do, and the weather's kind of shitty right now. I'm a monk. Holy Blade Leonard is a monk by proxy. Whack me with your special wrench. If anybody gets out of control, they're gonna get hit with a fucking wrench. Johnny Midnight's in here with a wrench. So, Johnny, I was talking about how all the kids I went to school with that were supposedly so cool, how I see them now and they're either in the paper overdosing on drugs and dying, or they're working for some fucking, they're delivering packages, or they're, fucking, they might be manager of some fucking small little fucking, local business or something like that. But I'm amazed that, and they all thought they were going to get something. It's like the system tricks you into thinking if you go along with everything that you're going to get something out of it. And then when you're 45 and you're a washed up fucking drug addict alcoholic who's done nothing with your life. Many of my male friends from high school committed suicide, right? No, I'm telling you, man, the scam, I can see the scam so clearly now. It's ridiculous. I don't know how they've gotten away with it for so long. I guess they've just done it incrementally. So now that they're fucking over enough people, it's kind of too late now anyway, because everybody's already fucked. The majority of people are fucked over. I mean, it's all coming out. The majority of marriages fail. The majority of fucking, people out of high school fucking fail. I mean, they might keep their heads above water, but just because you got your high school degree and maybe a little associates or a bachelor's doesn't mean shit anymore. It means you're going to have a whole shitload of debt, and you might get a job making, I don't even know if anybody in high school, I don't think I went to high school with anybody that was supposed to be super successful in my class that's making even 25 or 30 bucks an hour right now. I doubt it. I know there was a couple success stories and they're in jail now. I know there was one dude, I don't want to mention any names, but there was one dude that was everyone's oh, you heard about so-and-so? Yeah, he's driving nice cars. He's got his own business and computers and blah, blah, blah. And I was oh, good for him. And I used to be no, I hear you're doing really good. And then 4 or 5 years later, it was in the paper, oh, busted for heroin. He was a fucking junkie. The whole fucking town smoking crack, shooting fucking heroin, popping pills, having a big giant sex orgy, being gay, bisexual, fucking dogs, gambling, scratching tickets, divorcing, fucking their kids up. The whole town's in on it. And I'm the one guy that's hey, and everyone's shh, Stuart, shut up, shh. You know what I mean? It's it's the most, we live in a nightmare. We live in a fucking nightmare. You're scaring me, Johnny. My old battle buddy just ended his 3rd marriage. He's only 40 fucking years old. Yeah. My friend told me a great story about and he's probably gonna tell it himself. I'm gonna interview him pretty soon, and he's had enough. He told me the other night, he was like, 3 strikes and you're out. And I thought he was talking to me. I was thinking, what did I do? And then he goes, you know what I mean, Stuart? I was like, what? He goes, with relationships, he goes, 3 strikes and you're out. He goes, this last girl was the 3rd girlfriend that I ever had, that I ever committed to, and she kicked me out in the street and I'm homeless. So like, but he was telling me a great story about how when he was younger, it was like his 18th birthday or something. It was his birthday. Maybe it was his 16th birthday. He called this girl that he knew. I'm not going to mention any names once again. And he said, hey, it's my birthday. I think he was half joking, you know, and he was like, hey, it's my birthday. Why don't you come over and give me a blowjob? And she was like, okay. And she hung up the phone and she walked all the way across town to his parents' house at nighttime, sucked his dick in his parents' basement, and then said happy birthday and left. Right? So later on, the same girl, you know, he was kind of banging her. I think it was after high school. And he took pictures of her pussy with his jizz coming out of her pussy. And he was showing it to one of his friends. And his friend was like, oh, she's a fucking whore. And my friend was like, yeah, no, she's definitely a fucking whore. Next thing he knew, the kid was engaged to this girl, right? The kid's engaged to this girl. So he was just kind of like, you know, whoa, you know, what the fuck you doing, right? And the kid went in the military. So he's hanging around with his girlfriend, and they're driving around, and they see this guy's this girl that I'm talking about, that this military guy's married to now. He's married to her. He's away on tour, and he's stationed somewhere else. And she goes over to visit him in like Germany or something. And there's another man living in her house while she's gone visiting him, driving her car around. So he went on Facebook and said, hey, you know, there's somebody, you know, your wife is a fucking slut, man. And the guy blocked him through all social media, completely stopped hanging around with him, and just never talked to him again, basically. I mean, you can't fucking these blue pill males are fucking like, they're like hopeless, man. I'll tell you. The people that listen to MGTOW are just, I guess they have some little part of them left deep down inside them that wants the truth. I'm gonna read some more of these comments here. Wow, Nathan, he's just isn't learning. I know, right, Johnny? I married in 1970, divorced in 72, never made the same mistake. My Q is over 140. You're a fucking genius. You learned after the first time. You probably watched it happen to your friends, though. Am I correct, Mr. A? Am I correct that you saw it happen to fucking like all your buddies too, or at least a lot of your buddies? Nathan McKay, Johnny, nope, hasn't learned anything. But as a friend, I'm no good to him. Yeah, see, they shoot the messenger and fuck the whore. They shoot the messenger and stick their dick in crazy. It isn't your duty to teach that guy anything. Not more. I mean, not that much. You know, it's your duty to maybe mention it to somebody, but you know, you can't really be dogging. You can't like beat them up over it or get in a fist fight with them over it. You know what I mean? Zodiac is not my favorite. He was just a brute, killed men and women, killed people he didn't know, but he left a fascinating story. The Zodiac Killer, and he got away with it. I guess did he get away with it? Sybil Shepherd is the Zodiac. Or Sabella Shepherd. Oh, no, not at all. It's just fucking ridiculous. He treats me like it was me who cheated on him. I know, man. No, I've had friends literally almost get in fights with me, and I'm just like, yeah, this is what's gonna happen. And then what you say happens, and they're just like, yeah. I think Zodiac was a cop or military intelligence. Yeah, good guess, Mr. A with your over 140 IQ. I only took one IQ test placed at 124, and I didn't even know what to expect. And I know they're all probably different, but they probably are generally have similarities. If I wanted to, I probably could place 130, 135. IQ, it's weird. IQ tests are not what you think they are. I was expecting like calculus. I was expecting like calculus equations and shit. I was like, oh, I'm gonna be like a retard. It was all like spatial relations and like puzzles and shit like that. It was weird. Colored puzzles and stuff. Yeah, no, 124 is like borderline. It's not. It's like highly intelligent under extremely intelligent, I think. And then it goes like genius or something. I can't remember, but yeah. Yeah, genius is over 140 is definitely genius. You must have been born before they hit people with fucking pesticides, GMO, and dirty fucking immune shots. No shit, Stu. I best man first. His first two. Did you tell him to fuck yourself the third time? I told him before he even asked. Yeah, you said go fuck yourself the third time. Bam! You were like, oh snap, go fuck yourself. Shingles, my bro. Yes, it's me. It's the MGTOW misfit. Coming through your telephone, coming through your mind control device with a wake up. No. I pull no fucking punches, Shingles, man. Holy Blade Leonard's at 130. We got some smart motherfuckers around here. My education was back in the day. I got the last of the liberal arts education. No, well, you know, I think they had a pretty decent education right up till the Gen Xers. Pretty decent, fairly decent. But I think like by the late 80s and early 90s, it was just fucked. They started like not just basically teaching that the founding fathers were a bunch of racist slave owners, basically. JM, how the hell are you, bro? Johnny Midnight's been pretty solid staying around MGTOW. I look for longevity. Shingles has been around for a while now, too, actually. There's a lot of new guys coming in, man. There's a lot of new guys coming in. If anybody missed it, I was showing these new guys right here why I'm MGTOW and why I will never date a single mother again. This guy, he's talking about how MGTOW basically saved his life and is a complete, total blessing. Thoughts on MGTOW is another video that came out. I'm not seeing their screen names. I can go to YouTube.
I want to say something now, but I know if I do, it will end worse than I can imagine.
Yeah, your mom will make your life miserable. Might as well wait till you're 18 and then go visit your dad. His name is Space MGTOW. So these are two new guys right here. Space, I'll type it in, Space MGTOW, and this other guy right here. Let me open up his Space MGTOW and MGTOW projects. I'm not sure. You know these guys are going to be turning out bids, so MGTOW projects are two new young lads. I'm always watching like a hawk for new guys. There's a lot of decent new guys. You know, I can never remember all of them, but the ones that come to mind. I really like Scotty. This guy, like, nobody hardly talks about this guy. And I can't ever remember the numbers after his name. But Scotty, I'm subscribed to him, man. Where is he? Scotty3861. Scotty3861 is he's like almost like Messenger Rising, sort of. You know what I mean? Not the same. Like very calm, eloquent. Not like me up here pontificating. Armchair Revolutionary. Nope. But trust me, it's all, or the images are now coming. Now that I've got the basic gist of what it is I'm gonna do. Trust me, the images are rushing into my brain. I have to work all this week. Chances are, I bought a new pad. I bought a whole shitload of pencils, and I bought Papermate. My favorite pens are Papermates and Sharpies. And this weekend, I'll probably put out a whole new flood of art for you. So by this weekend, or, you know, by Monday, I'll be like, hey, Armchair, check this out. And I'll have probably a few pages of like concept art done. And I'll probably start storyboarding out some pages for you. And you can send it around. See if Image picks you up. If Image picks you up, then I got a free ride. Right? Well, not free. I got to bust my ass, but I got a ride. I can hang on to your shirt tails, and we'll fucking make a shitload of money together, Armchair. Not a shitload, but I think you know, quite a bit. Trance Gamer, I'm trying to pay attention to everybody. I'm trying to be fair. Space MGTOW is the space ghost of MGTOW. I'm a slim guy, 170 centimeters. Where are you? Trance Gamer. What do you need help with? Jerking? Are you talking to Image? You know, the Marvel artists act like I don't exist. I don't know why. Like, if I post a picture of like something cool on Todd McFarlane's Facebook page, he'll ignore me. I could get a whole shitload of people can like my shit, and I don't know if he just isn't seeing me or what's going on, but the Marvel artists that I have talked to treat me like shit, and it's a lot of the Marvel artists that went over to Image. So it's like by default, the Image artists also treat me like shit. When I talk to them, they're like, no, I don't want to look at your thing. If they do look at my stuff, they go, yeah, oh, yeah, whatever. Here's a tip, go draw from photographs. I don't want to draw from photographs. I like my art having a cartoony edge. And I think drawing from photographs is fucking bullshit. I mean, unless you're having real trouble, you know, if you got to draw like a smashed up fucking, you know, if you got to draw like Superman crunching up a fucking Jeep engine or something, you might want to reference a fucking Jeep engine and look at some photographs of some crashed up fucking Jeep engines so that you can accurately portray it. But other than that, I don't want to work from photographs, and they tell me all this fucking bullshit. But then they slap me in the face with like Rob Liefeld. Rob Liefeld, and once again, I don't want to diss the guy because he did contribute. I think he contributed some cool stuff to comics, but it was almost like they were like, "Hey, look, all you art kids that want to be artists, we're going to take a guy that pretty much sucks and doesn't know anatomy, and we're going to make him a comic legend at 18 years old. 18 years old, comic legend. And the fact that someone like me, who showed a lot of talent when I was young, couldn't asked around and couldn't find any leadership or answers, and that it was all ambiguous, shows me that the conspiracy theorists are right, and there's like devil worshippers running everything or something, and you got to be highly vetted and controlled, and they won't just let some loose cannon like me in, because everybody here knows if I make money, I might go change the family courts. If I make, instead of sitting around going, ew, dude, fucking all artsy fartsy, fucking smiling to my fans and humoring my fans, I'll put my money where my mouth is, because I have children on the planet and because I care about the next generation, and I'll throw down $20 million to fucking try to go to war with the fucking family courts. You know what I mean? So I think everything's highly vetted. It's all bullshit. They just say, oh, they have this thing now. Well, maybe it's your attitude, so that when you've been fucked over and you got a bad attitude about it, all your so-called friends can put the cart before the horse and say, well, you got a bad attitude. Well, I didn't have a bad attitude when I was young, and I didn't know everything was fixed. Now that I'm older and I know everything's all fucking bullshit, yes, I have a bad attitude now because I've been lied to. Everybody lied to me, basically. It's all bullshit. It's all total bullshit. Look at my artwork. I can draw. I could spit out comment. I could have made, I'm too masculine. I wouldn't have turned Thor into a girl. I'm too masculine. I wouldn't have turned Thor into a woman. I would have rebelled. There would have been mutiny. There would have been mutiny at Marvel if I was the editor, if Disney came in and tried to say, well, Stuart, we're going to make Thor a woman now. You know what I mean? So Stuart had to be kicked by the wayside so some social justice warrior could go work at Marvel. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand how this all works now? Yeah, you can come in, Johnny. You're welcome in, Johnny. Let me see. Chat. Let me see if I can get the